What if the most crucial decisions you make every single day are being hijacked by silent, invisible glitches in your own mind? We like to believe we are the rational captains of our thoughts, steering clearly through logic and reason. But beneath the surface, ancient mental software runs on autopilot, distorting reality, warping judgments, and leading you into predictable errors. You can't delete these programs. They're baked into the human operating system. But what if you could learn to see the code, to spot these glitches as they happen? That awareness is the first, most powerful step toward thinking not just faster, but smarter. Today, we're exploring 21 of these cognitive traps. Inspired by pivotal work in behavioral science, let's pull back the curtain. First, the illusion of the visible victor. In World War II, analysts studied bombers that returned from combat. Their wings were riddled with bullet holes. The logical conclusion? Reinforce those damaged areas. But a statistician saw a fatal flaw. They were only looking at the planes that made it back. The planes that were shot down? Their data was missing. He proposed the opposite. Armor the spots with no damage on the survivors, because planes hit there never returned. This is survivorship bias. We focus on what we see, the winners, the successes, the survivors, and become blind to the invisible failures that didn't make it into our view. See those beautiful ancient structures? We think they don't build them like they used to. We forget the 99% of shoddy buildings from that era that collapsed long ago. You move to a bustling city street full of thriving cafes and think, I could do that. What you don't see is the silent graveyard of failed ventures buried in the past. Media celebrates the rock star, the billionaire founder, the champion. The countless who tried and faded away remain unseen. The cemetery of failure is the largest, quietest place on earth. Chase dreams, but don't let the visible few distort the true odds. Next, the ego's edit. You ace an exam? Your brilliant study habits. You fail? The professor's unfair questions. A company thrives? The CEO's genius. It falters? A bad economy. This is the self-serving bias. We credit our successes to internal skill and blame our failures on external luck. It's our psyche's favorite shield. Closely linked is the fundamental attribution error. When someone else is late, they're irresponsible. When you're late, the traffic was impossible. We judge others by their character, but ourselves by our circumstances. Spotting this requires brutal honesty with the mirror.
Then there's the memory virus. After an event, people love to say, I knew it all along. The stock crash, the breakup, the election upset. Suddenly, it seems it was always obvious. This is hindsight bias. Imagine your memory is a document infected with a virus that rewrites the past. You can't recall your original uncertainty. The outcome you now know overwrites what you actually believed, making you seem more prescient than you were. This distorts learning. We punish good decisions that led to bad outcomes and reward reckless choices that got lucky. History becomes a neat, inevitable story, erasing the real-time chaos and doubt. Now, the mind's faulty spotlight. Flying is dangerous. I just saw a plane crash on the news. Smoking's not so bad. My granddad smoked for decades. This is the availability bias. We judge probability not by statistics, but how easily examples spring to mind. Vivid, recent, or emotional events dominate our mental stage. Shark attacks and terrorism feel likelier than diabetes or heart disease because they make headlines. Your personal risk map is drawn by media, not math. This can spiral into an availability cascade. A minor local news story, say a rumor about contaminated candy, sparks worry, which leads to more coverage, then national panic, then new laws. It's a self-feeding cycle where perception, fueled by repetition, creates its own reality. Is the news informing you or inflaming a cascade? The trap of past investments.
You sit through a terrible movie because the ticket was expensive. You stay in a failing relationship because of years invested. You hold a plummeting stock because you can't sell at a loss. This is the sunk cost fallacy. The money, time, and effort are already gone. They are sunk. Rational decisions look forward, not backward. Don't throw good energy after bad. How information is framed. Would you prefer meat that's 99% fat-free or 1% fat? Most choose the first, though they're identical. This is the framing effect. Presentation alters perception. Popcorn pricing is a masterclass. Small for $3, large for $7. Many pick small. Add a medium for $6.50, and the large now seems a valuable deal. That medium is a decoy engineered to guide your choice. News headlines, product offers, even medical advice like 90% survival rate versus 10% mortality rate use frames to steer your emotions and decisions. Our desperate search for patterns. Seeing a face in the clouds or a shape in Mars rocks is harmless. But when investors stare at stock charts and see predictive patterns in random noise, they risk real money. This is the clustering illusion. Our brains are pattern-finding machines, even when no pattern exists. The key is healthy skepticism. Is this signal or just noise? The incomprehensible power of doubling. Fold a paper in half 50 times. How thick? Most guess a few feet. The answer? It would reach nearly to the sun. Our brains are wired for linear growth, but the universe runs on exponential growth. A 5% annual inflation rate sounds mild, but reframe it. Your money loses half its value in about 14 years. That hits differently. The rule of 70 helps. Divide 70 by the growth rate to find the doubling time. 7% annual returns, your money doubles in about 10 years. Exponential curves start slow but explode beyond imagination. Never trust your gut with compounding. It has no intuition for it. Finally, the mirror of vagueness. You have a need for others to admire you. You have untapped potential. You are both sociable and private. Sound accurate? In a 1948 experiment, people received these statements tailored just for them. 86% said it described them perfectly. This is the Barnum effect. We accept vague, flattering descriptions as uniquely personal. It's the engine behind horoscopes, personality quizzes, and some psychic readings. Beware when a description fits you perfectly. It probably fits everyone. The next time you think, "That's so me," pause. Are you seeing a true reflection or just a cleverly crafted mirror? Understanding these traps doesn't make you immune. They are the default settings of the human mind. But awareness is the interrupt command. It allows you to pause, question, and choose a more deliberate path. If this exploration of your mental blind spots resonated, do us a favor. Hit the like button. It truly helps our channel. Subscribe for more journeys into the mechanics of the mind. Stay curious.